welcome back to Chaos Child. Last time we had a wonderful, wonderful heart-to-heart between Takuru and Serika, and we also got more of his past with Nono hinted at, and like, oh my god, oh, hello Axek, welcome to the stream. Oh my god, 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 I'm just so hyped. I love these characters so much. Oh man, I want to see more of them. I really want to see more of them. Just making sure it's the correct file, yes. Oh my god. Oh, is it quieter than normal? Oh god. Damn it. Is that better? Thank you, Olga, for telling me. Is that better? Okay, good. That was a lovely heart-to-heart. Like, seriously. Oh my god. I love him and Serika so fucking much.
By the time I got back home, the sun had long since set, and it was past 8 p.m. I realized that I'd barely eaten anything since arriving at the Love Hotel, and suddenly felt very hungry. So I eaten a meal at Lax.
What? I know he's not talking about the Los Angeles International Airport. What is Lax? Was that the cafe that they went to? I'm assuming. Yes! Hey, I'm wondering, since the last time I came here, did you change your hot water pot? It used to be more, oh, you made this into a closet.
Serika had followed me home. She started to glance around the room and offer her opinions on the way it was laid out. She would open drawers and be surprised even there was nothing important inside.
Wow, she's kind of making herself at home here.
Or look at new files about the cases and tell me their contents at a glance.
What a lovely assistant.
She always was a little strange like that. She would be surprised by the most obvious things, but sometimes she would show startling insight. A truly worthy assistant. And wait.
Oh my god! Sorry, I'm just super excited.
You're really excited about something, aren't you? She laughed another strange laugh. Is it that much fun to try and solve this case?
It's not like it feels wrong to give up on something you want to do until you've really given it your all. No matter how it ends up, it's the only way anything matters. You're gonna die someday, but you aren't dead right now. Well, that's... I guess it's very morbid when you put it like that. Yeah.
I see, I thought. She was right.
Go for it, Taku. I mean, hey, you know, if you want to, like, you know, experience anything, you know, with a girl for the first time, like, I just totally be okay with that. And, like, you know, because if you're that curious, and, like, you know, I feel if you... Oh, there's you're not paying attention.
A sound came from my PC. The copy operation was finished.
よし。そしたら元のストレージのやつは削除してくれ。
Okay, now delete the original in the online storage.
なんで？
Huh? Why?
物が物だからな。他の人間に見られたら。
Yeah, seriously.
Just because of what it is. I don't want anybody seeing it.
このストレージ、私が個人的に使ってるやつだから大丈夫だよ。
Hasn't been private storage, so it should be okay.
それでもだ。誰でもアクセスできる可能性は少しでも潰しておきたい。
Yep, good job, Taku.
そうだな。お前のポケコンのやつも念のため削除してくれ。
Even so, I wanted it to be absolutely no chance that someone else can access it. Actually, delete the one on your Pokecom too.
オッケー。トク、何してるの？
Okay. Taku, what are you doing? Yes! Okay, let's fucking go!
She looked over at me while she riled through my bookcases. Rifled.
コントを作る。
Making Kakonto!
カコント？
Hello, Jimbo. Welcome to the
ど
stream.
この島？
Kakonto? Huh? What kind of food is that?
Are you serious?
飲み物だよ。ゲンさんにもらった。吐き気を抑える効果があるんだ。
It's an herbal drink. Genson gave it to me. It keeps you from vomiting.
へえ、よく知ってるね。
Wow! How many do you know about something like that? I mean, I wouldn't be. He's just a fountain of knowledge.
Naturally. And then some information I'd found before flashed across my mind. Of course, it was from Cool Cat Press. I'd read about it in a certain special they'd run. If you put eye drops into a beer, it will make a girl feel aroused.
Every single one of his... Every single one of his delusions! Oh my god!
At the time, I hadn't believed it. In another issue, they said if you put eye drops into soda, it would make a girl go to sleep. Adding eye drops into a drink would create unusual side effects. Eye drops are apparently some kind of magical alchemical formula, according to Cool Cat Press.
Coco, what are you doing? Sorry.
I'd heard a rumor that it was just an urban legend, though. But what would happen if you put eye drops into Kakonto? There was a stupid teenage girl who didn't even know what Kakonto was right in front of me. Time for an experiment. Should I try it? I prepared 2 cups like it was the most natural thing in the world and poured out the Kakonto I'd made. Then, taking special care Serika wouldn't see me, I added a few drops of eye drop medicine from my shelf into her drink.
はい。
Here. I gave her the cup, acting very naturally.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
She took a drink without suspecting a thing. I gulped as I watched her.
何？どうかした？
Huh? What's wrong?
いや、
Oh, nothing.
これまずい。薬みたい。
Yeah! This is terrible! It tastes like medicine! And not even kind of medicine you're supposed to drink.
漢方薬だからな。
Well, it's Chinese herbal medicine after all. There is a Chinese saying that says bitter medicine is the best. With added eye drops, to be precise. I decided to watch and see what would happen.
ていうか、なんだか
Wait, I kind of feel.
Yes?
この部屋暑くない？
Oh boy. I know what's gonna happen here. Isn't it hot in here?
Serika's cheeks seemed a little pink.
Is she drunk?
And she seemed to be kind of spacing out. Was it starting to work already? I didn't expect it to work so fast.
ねえ、タク。
Hey, Taku.
なんか私すっごく変な感じなんだけど。
I feel really weird.
Her breathing was getting shallower. She was fidgeting and rubbing her thighs together.
Oh boy.
She was clearly behaving differently than she usually did. Way to go, Cool Cat Press! Never fails.
ちょっとトイレ借りる。
I'm gonna go use your bathroom.
トイレ何する気だ？
The bathroom? What are you going to do?
What do you think?
それは内緒。
Oh. Oh.
It's a secret.
内緒ってお前大丈夫なのか？
A secret? Are you feeling okay?
なあ、トイレで何をするつも
I'm
りだ？
so glad this is a delusion.
Hey, tell me.
What this fucking sentence? So we can laugh about it because it's a delusion.
Hey, tell me what you're going to do in the bathroom?
いけないこと。
My god. Takuru is just so... He is so in love with her. He doesn't even realize it. He just has these... Every single one of his freaking positive delusions about her leads to this. Something naughty.
は？
Huh?
言わせないでよ。バカ。
Don't make me say it! Baka?
そうか。
I see. I gulped. Ugh.
別にトイレ行くのはいいけど、あんまり長いこと入ってるんじゃないぞ。
You can use the bathroom if you want, but don't stay in there too long. Okay.
別にトイレ行きたくないけど。
Huh? I want to go to the bathroom.
Huh?
Oh, is the delusion over yet? Oh my god.
Serika was looking at me, surprised. Her cheeks weren't flushed and her expression was normal.
どうしたの急に。
Where'd that come from?
いや、別に。
Oh, no, never mind. Nothing at all. I desperately tried to recover as I drank my own Kokonto. I hadn't found any eye drops on the shelf, so I'd given up on the experiment. Serika complained about the taste, but swallowed it down anyway.
それにしてもゲンさんいい人だよね。好きだな私。
Gun's such a nice guy, though. I like him.
酒癖の悪さはどうにかしてほしいけどな。
I wish he wouldn't get drunk so often, though.
でもタクが公園で気許してるのってゲンさんだけでしょ。やっぱりいい人だよ。
But he's your only real friend here at the park, right? So he really is a good guy.
Was that why? Well, he did help me out a lot.
オッケー、削除したよ。
Okay, it's deleted.
Serika put away her Pokecom. All right. I booted up my laptop next to the wall and sat down in the chair that folded out into a bed. As I went to load the video file in player software, I happened to glance at its length.
26分。そんなにあの部屋にいたか。
26 minutes. Were we really in that room for that long?
Huh.
Serika said.
違うと思う。あの時タクが気を失ってすぐに警察が駆けつけて、で私も気持ち悪くて吐いちゃってたんだけど、いつの間にかタクが落としたスマホを自分のポケットに入れてて。
It just hit me. He made that medicine for her. That Kakonto for her. Oh. Oh my god. Oh man. I don't think so. Right after you passed out, the police arrived. But I felt really sick and started throwing up. At some point, I grabbed your phone and put it in my pocket.
それで警察に連れてかれるパトカーの中でスマホのことに気づいて、そこで私が録画ボタンを止めたから。
I could watch these two talk forever. And then when I was in the police car, I realized that I had it. That's when he stopped it from recording anymore. Ah, I see. She left it on.
So that was it. Come to think of it, I hadn't asked her how it had happened.
よく警察に消される前にストレージに上げる暇があったな。
I'm amazed you had time to upload it to the storage before the police deleted it.
Seriously.
Serika nodded as if she felt the same way.
たまたまだよ。警察に着いた時にまた気持ち悪くなっちゃってトイレに駆け込んで、そこであって思いついたの。
Are there like figures of Takuru and Serika? Because I would seriously get them. It was blind luck. When we got to the station, I felt sick again. So I ran to the bathroom. And that's when I got the idea.
いや、すごいと思う。
No, I'm really impressed. I really was. I passed out in the hotel, and next thing I knew, I was at the station. Supposedly, I'd walked from the patrol car to my room, but my memory was vague and hazy. I took a big sip from the cup to force down my urge to vomit.
Oh, can you post that on the Discord, Olga? Because that's gonna go away in the Twitch.
And slowly let it sink into my stomach. If the recording was successful, then I should see what I saw back then. It happened only 2 days ago, but it left such a strong impression on me that it didn't feel like that much time had passed at all. I took a deep breath and told myself it was time to do this. I looked over at Serika.
Yeah.
She nodded back at me, then looked at the monitor. Okay. I tried to steady my slightly shaking finger as I clicked the file.
Oh boy. Oh, nice computer. Hello, gone to heaven. Welcome to the stream.
The first thing I noticed was that sound.
That friggin' music box. It feels like it was timed to go off when they got there. And we know the culprit can't be far because of the knocking on the door. So the culprit seems to be... I wonder if it's the same kind of motivation. What if they're trying to get Takuru to awaken as a Gigalomaniac?
The peaceful sound of a music box that filled the room, coming from that spinning bed.
I can just be less scared by thinking of this as Ace Attorney. You know. And I have to find some clues in the video footage.
Oh, come now, Serika. Ace Attorney is completely incompatible with the laws in the real world.
Well, I know they're trying to kill off the victims, but I'm talking about Takuru. They're trying to awaken Takuru is what I meant, Olga.
A dark, gloomy room. It had a curtain in the back and a rotating bed behind it. It was that room. The same emotions I'd experienced before came flooding back to me through the blurry screen. I could sense my own hesitation from my gasping breaths. Serika grabbed my shoulder at the sudden sound.
大丈夫。確か僕が床を踏み鳴らしたんだ。
It's okay. I think that's just where I made the floor creak. Yes?
そっか。
Oh, yeah. I see.
The camera was slowly moving towards the back of the room. At some point, my breathing matched my breathing from the recording. It scared me, so I pulled away a little and took a deep breath to isolate myself from the person in the video. I heard that sound. The sound of the wire creaking as the bed spun. I could feel the panic coming through the screen. I wasn't sure what to do.
進むぞ。
I'm going to keep going. I could tell that Serika was gulping a little. As I spoke, the camera kept moving forward. I could hear Serika's soft gasp in the video. The police officer and that woman were lying on the floor. I hadn't realized at the time that the glass was scattered all around. Oh God. The camera quickly panned without warning. It was that bed. The silhouette behind the curtain was probably that man. The angle was off and wasn't pointing directly at the bed. At that point, I'd stopped paying attention to the smartphone. Let's get out of here. Now! I had a dull thud and the screen went black.
落としたのかな。
Huh? Did you drop it?
多分。
Probably. It seemed like I tripped and fallen backwards. The phone had probably fallen from my hands, face down. Was it black because the camera had fallen face down?
Taku, the door won't open!
Serika's voice sounded like it was a little far away. The smartphone was still picking up sound, evidently. I could hear myself trying to open the door and swearing when I failed. That's right. I'd been fighting with the door then.
So what was Serika doing at that point, I wonder? Huh. I don't like the implications.
And then...
Yep, that evil knock.
My body shivered as if it had gone numb. This was... I could hear it.
なあ、聞こえたよな。
Hey, you heard that too, right?
Yeah.
I could hear it! The police said the surveillance cameras hadn't shown anyone else coming into the room, but I could hear it. That constant rhythmic knocking. Somehow it made me feel uneasy and scared. Someone had been on the other side of that door. And suddenly the screen moved. What?
Tokyo! We need to get out of here!
It was showing the man on the bed. The screen was blurry, but the man was almost exactly in the center of the viewfinder. Had I picked up the smartphone? I couldn't remember.
Tokyo!
In the video, I ignored Serika's voice and kept pointing the camera at the man. I could hear my own rough breathing, and I remembered how I'd felt then.
It's gonna jump scare to the girl, isn't it? Hinai, I think. Hinai or whatever.
Then suddenly I heard a snap.
Yep.
Ah!
Alright, now to see what happened afterward.
The screen moved violently for a second, and then for a moment it showed the girl. Then the angle changed again and it stopped moving. The screen was covered in red blood, but
天井か。
is that the ceiling? What I was looking at was probably the room's ceiling. Since it didn't move at all, this was probably where I'd passed out and dropped it. Just like before, the camera was still recording the sound. I could hear Serika vomiting and what sounded like someone falling over.
Is the ceiling all white? What the fuck is going on?
What? Hey, what happened here? Caught the police officers running into the room. They were asking Serika what was going on. She's probably the only one there who was still conscious. Shortly after, the screen went black.
I see, okay.
Serika had probably put the phone into her pocket, just like she'd said. I could hear an irritating noise that must have been the sound of the phone scraping the skirt's fabric. The screen stayed black, but it kept picking up nearby sound. Then at the very end, there was a quick shot of the inside of a patrol car. Oh, nothing new from that. I realized that at some point I leaned my body toward the screen. I sat back in my chair. I'd known what was going to happen, but this was still hard. To be honest, I was lucky that the phone was dropped and a lot of it wasn't clearly recorded. I didn't feel as much of an urge to vomit as I'd expected, but I was still sweating from a nasty, unpleasant feeling. I gulped down the last bit of liquid in my cup.
尾上、大丈夫か？
Are you okay, Onoe? I asked Serika. And then
ねえタク、最後のとこ何か変なの映ってなかった？
Ooh, she noticed something. Hitaku? Did you see something weird at the end of the video?
Huh?
何
What? Weird. The whole bloody thing was weird. Not a second of it was normal.
部屋の奥に進んでからさ。
Once we went further into the room.
Serika moved the mouse to rewind the video. I couldn't tell whether she was tough, simply dense, or maybe it just felt like it was nothing but a video. But she advanced through the shocking scenes with no hesitation. Kind of badass.
ほら、ここ。これこれ。窓の外。
Well, this looks just like the curtain, right? I wonder what she's talking about. Here, look. Outside the window.
Hmm? Oh. I could see the wall of the Love Hotel across the street from the open window. There was something there. Zoom and enhance!
Ooh, oh, it's that sumo head thing.
これ
What is this?
虫かな。
Lucia, welcome to the stream. A bug, maybe?
こんなでかい虫がいたらクルスが建物ごと爆破しに来るぞ。
I guess the killer wears a mask. Oh, wow. But how are they making the knocking sound?
If there was a bug that big in it, Kurusu would go and blow up the whole building. She hated bugs.
じゃあ、いたずら書き？
And maybe some graffiti? Yeah, they sure are, Saya.
Why was the first answer a bug and the second answer the sensible one?
いや、ちょっと待って。なんかどっかで。
No. Wait. I've seen this before.
Hello, Jeremy. Welcome to the stream. Of course, Jeremy.
I switched from my player software to my editing software, and then blew up that part of the screen. Damn it, I could make it out, but it was so far away that it was blurry. The resolution was too goddamn low.
ほら、虫じゃん。羽広げてる。
See, there's a bug. It's spreading its wings.
違うって。やっぱりなんかどっかで見た気が。
It is not. I'm sure I've seen this somewhere before.
Yeah.
What?
See, I found some evidence, like Ace Attorney.
Oh, that's a wrong side of thing. I turned around at a loud noise. Whoa! I'm guessing this is Gen. I'm guessing this is Gen-san. I have returned! Sorry to keep you waiting on me. Was a drunk man with a bottle of booze in his hand. Give me a break. Of course no one had been waiting for him.
もっと静かに入ってきてよ。
Make less noise when you come in.
おお、ゲンさん。この前はありがとね。
Hey, Gen-san. Thanks to your help.
この前
What do you mean help?
ラブホテルの事件のこと教えてくれたじゃん。
You told me about the thing at the Love Hotel, remember?
おお、そうだったか。ああ、どうでもいい。事件か、よかったな。タクは新聞記者になりたいんだからな。
Oh, did I? Well, doesn't matter. Something happening. Great! Taku wants to be a reporter after all. No, I didn't. It's just that the journalism club is the closest thing to a detective club. It's not like we live in the high school of lost judgment where there is actually a mystery club. Oh, those lucky bastards, getting to work with a real detective. According to Gen, every day I supposedly wanted to be a different thing. Last time it was a movie director.
ようはただいま帰ったぞ。なあタク、よく聞け。世が世であるために今日はこんなものを手に入れてきた。ん？どこだ？
I have returned! Hey, lend me your ear, Taku. Look what I got my hands on. It'll help me remember that I'm me. Huh? Where is it? He started patting down the pockets of his very old coat. Ah, this annoying old man was Gensan. He was the elder ruler of this park, the CEO of a company with a 3 billion yen a year salary, and the best friend of my father, Jiro. At least according to him. My dad's name wasn't even Jiro. He was related to a clan of foreign nobles, so if he ever needed to, he could summon a foreign special forces team to do his bidding. Except last week his bed had been taken over by a stray dog, so he'd had to come stay with me.
ねえぞ。世の一番大事なものもねえじゃねえか。やべえぞ。正面できねえ。
It's gone! What? The most important thing is gone! Crud! How am I supposed to piss?
ちょっとゲンさん、ズボン脱がないでよ。
Hey, Gunson, don't take off your pants!
Gensan was always loud when he got drunk. And when he got really drunk, he was even louder. Today, he wasn't very drunk. I had no idea what he was like when he was sober. I'd never seen it happen, or even ever heard of it happening. Sometimes or often, actually at least once a week, he would come by my room drunk, talk for a while, and then leave to search the park for more alcohol.
あったあったぞジョーちゃんあったほれ見ろ
Ooh, thank you, Zash. Welcome to the stream. Like a middle-aged drunk Okabe.
I found it! I found it, Missy! I found it! Look at it!
見ない絶対見ない
I'm not gonna look! Absolutely not!
He was obnoxious as hell, to put it mildly, but I couldn't chase him away. Actually, I couldn't complain about him much at all. When I'd left the dorm half a year ago, I didn't live in the bottom half of Miyashita Park. Since the upper half kept the rain off, the bottom half was one of the most popular spots.
Yeah, how did he get here? Like, seriously.
A lot of the reason I was able to get this spot and even get this RV was because of Gensan.
最低最低
You're awful! That's disgusting!
Back when I'd lived in the dorm, I'd done some cooking for the homeless in Miyashita Park as part of our volunteer activities. Gensan had remembered that.
Oh, as a character, not a voice. Okay, thanks, Ash. Sorry. I see he's read some Game of Thrones or something.
A nobleman does not forget his debts, was all he said. And then somehow I'd been given this place. He was also the one who taught me how to get by in this place.
あそうだタクこれ見ろ変わんねえか
Oh, right, Taku. Look at this. Want to take it off my hands? Gensan took something out of his pocket.
More magazines.
Ha-ha! A treasure trove. I ripped the copy of my favorite magazine out of his hands. I quickly glanced over to Serika.
大嫌いケンさん
I hate you. I hate you, Gensan! I hate you, Gensan. I hate you, Gensan. I hate you, Gensan. I hate you, Gensan. Seriously. It feels like the universe is conspiring for me not to make out with Taku!
I couldn't hear a thing she was saying. Just some rambling and mumbling over and over that to herself. I thought she'd liked him. Good, she didn't see it. I breathed a sigh of relief and hid it someplace nearby. How much? Gensan raised a single finger. This was one rule, for example. It was the first thing I'd learned in the park. The homeless would never, ever ask you for money. It was the one thing they could never say. Money was either found lying on the ground or earned by working or selling things. It wasn't something other people gave you. I took out a 100 yen coin from my wallet and gave it to him.
That's like $1.
Gensan grabbed it and put it in his pocket like he didn't really care.
おお、最近よく見んな、それ。
Hey, I've been seeing that a lot lately.
Oh, he knows what it is.
He was looking at the PC monitor as he spoke. For a moment, I didn't know what he meant. Huh?
Huh?
My eyes met Serika's for just a moment. The monitor was still displaying that blurry, blown-up image. He saw it a lot.
ちょっとゲンさん
Hey, Gensan!
これ知ってるの？
You know what this is?
野球してえな。
I want to play some baseball. He was in his own little world. What was this guy's problem? I got closer to him.
ゲンさんこれ見たことあるの
Gensan, have you seen this before?
ああ、なもんお前どこにでもあんだろうよ。これ例えば駅前の駅前って誰だ？
I mean, it's everywhere I go. Like in front of the station. Wait, what's the station again?
は駅前って駅前なんでしょ渋谷の駅前の
You mean the train station? You mean Shibuya Station?
だからほれつうかタク、おめえ前に見せてくれたやつにも映ってんだろ。
I mean, you know, Wait, Taku! It was the last thing you showed me, right? Huh?
俺何年前だったか、おめえがカラオケに張り込んでなんかを初めて抑えたとかっつってよ。
Wait, what the fuck? Does this have to do with his history with Nono, or...?
You know, a few years ago when you did stake out in karaoke box and were the first person to get something or other.
Oh.
That was last weekend, actually. When I'd been uploading the photos of the crime scene I'd taken from the karaoke box, Gensan had come by and seen them. He gats. This was it. A connection.
Huh? Taku, look!
It was an image of the karaoke box I'd hidden in to take pictures of the crime scene. It was on the 5th floor. I could see the same mark. I switched from the player software to the editor software just like before and magnified that part of the image. Zoom and enhance. And then I realized what it was. That's right. I had seen this thing before. And just like Gensan said, it was something you could find all over Shibuya. Something that had been there for a long time.
これ力士シールド
This is a sumo wrestler sticker. When I saw the club room for the first time in 3 days, I was stunned.
いや、努力はしたんだよ。
Man, I did my best. I'd been waiting all morning to tell Ito the big discovery I'd made yesterday. I stayed up almost all night finding all the information I could on it.
They could have done it at night, Sash. Like when nobody would really see it.
And then forced myself to wait until school ended to tell him. I figured that just sending pictures to his phone or trying to explain it in words would just confuse him. I wanted to stand in front of the board in the club room with all the information we learned so far pinned up on it and use the club time to really work through it. But there was nothing there at all. I could only think of one person so diabolical that would do that.
クルスか
Kurusu?
昨日の帰り際な。危なすぎるから絶対にダメだって言って。
It was when we left yesterday. She said it was too dangerous and that she wasn't going to let you do it. Was it because of what happened in the Love Hotel? In as angry a voice as I could muster, I said,
どうして止めてくれなかったんだよ
Why didn't you stop her?
だから努力はしたんだよ。黙りなさいって言われて黙ったけど。
I told you I tried. She told me to shut up though, so I did.
そこをなんとかしてさ
Well, you should have done something.
無理言うなよ。お前ならなんとかできたのか？
Don't tell me to do the impossible. Could you have done something?
無理言うなよ
Oh, don't tell me to do the impossible. See?
Oh. Ito shrugged as if to say, see?
Just imagining it scared me a little. Doing something about Kurusu was absolutely impossible. No one in Hekiho was capable of such a thing. I pointed to the PC on the desk.
データは
What about the data?
ハードディスクごと叩き壊されなかっただけ運が良かったんじゃないか？
Just consider yourself lucky that you didn't physically destroy the whole hard drive. So the data was gone too. Well, you know, I've heard of undeleting programs. Maybe we could scrape it. Ito was probably joking, but if Kurusu thought she needed to do it, she would have.
尾上さっきから何プリントアウトして
Onoe, what are you printing out?
はいこれ
Choo-choo! Here you go!
Serika dropped a stack of papers on the desk. I looked down and saw there was images and articles about the case. It was the ones that were uploaded to the newspaper club server.
ど うしたんだこれ。
Where did you get these? You beautiful genius, I could hug you and kiss you.
You could?
Oh, I must put these up immediately.
データのバックアップは常に取れってタクいつも言ってるじゃん。というかタクだって取ってるでしょ？
Aren't you always telling me that a true right-sider needs to make sure its stuff is backed up? I mean, you've got backups too, right?
Well, yes, but... Serika flipped through the papers.
ポケコンからだとなぜか画質が少し落ちるんだよね。サーバーにもう一回上げ直して。
For some reason, the image quality drops if I print it off my Pokecom. I'll re-upload it to the server.
ちょっと待った。
Wait a second. Serika went to stretch a cable from her Pokecom to the PC, but I quickly stopped her.
画質これでいいの？
Huh? Is this image quality good enough?
そうじゃなくて、いや画質はこれでいいんだけど、サーバーに上げるのはちょっと待ってくれ。
That's not it. I mean, the image quality's fine, but I'd prefer it if you didn't upload it to the server for a while. I glanced at Ito as I spoke. The newspaper club's server could be accessed from any PC in the school as long as you knew the password. Caruso was spending her time with the student council getting ready for the culture festival, but there was a chance she might look at the server for some reason.
I'll make it a hidden folder on the server. And password it.
Ito nodded in agreement, a serious look on his face.
二人とものんちゃんのことを怖がりすぎだよ。のんちゃん優しいよ。ねえ、はなちゃん。
You two are way too afraid of Nanchan. She's nice. Right, Hana-chan?
ほらね。
See?
See what? Was Kazuki agreeing? She was just pounding down on the keyboard and mouse really hard.
そりゃ尾上や和樹は副部長に可愛がられてるけどさ。
That's because she likes you two.
あ、渋谷のクレープ屋台一緒にコンプリートしたんだよ。のんちゃん甘いものに詳しいんだ。
That's right. We visited every crepe stall in Shibuya together. Nanchan knows all about sweets.
Serika puffed out her chest, very proud of this information. I didn't care in the slightest.
それにどっちみちのんちゃんにはバレると思うよ。
Yeah, neither way, I think Nanchan's gonna find out. Hello, March. Welcome to the stream.
That was probably true, yes. If we kept pursuing the case as part of our work with the newspaper club, Caruso was smart enough to catch on.
大丈夫だよ。話せば分かってくれるよ。
That's okay. She'll understand once you talk to her.
I simulated a variety of situations in my mind. Ha-ha! Time for a delusion.
God. Seriously, I could watch Serika and Takuru talk for hours and hours and hours. I love them so fucking much. I know I've said that so many times, but I really, really, really do.
Caruso loves sweets. This was something that Serika had said and that I'd known about too. So would buying her something she liked from a famous sweet shop be enough to win her over? Would bribery work on someone as prim and proper as the student council president?
Oh, I'm glad I gave her the voice I did.
It was worth a try. Simulation! Unless we could win her over, we weren't going to be able to continue with the case.
よし、これから賄賂を買いに行こ
Okay, let's go buy something to bribe her with! Tally-ho!
う。小野へ、クルスが好きなスイーツ店の上位3つを教えてくれ。
Onaway, tell me Kurusu's 3 favorite sweet shops, on the double.
オッケー。買いに行くなら私も行きたい。
Okay, if you're gonna buy something, I wanna go too.
She was clearly intending to buy something for herself. Well, that was fine, I suppose. It was time for the mission to begin.
He is so adorable. Seriously.
というわけで、これ、クルスにプレゼント。
So, here you go. This is a present for you, Kurusu. I knew that Kurusu was staying late after school to get ready for the festival. I handed her the present I'd just bought. Serika had told me about a pancake place near Shibuya Station. It was a popular store that had always had a line of girls outside. I heard it was one of the few places where you could get pancakes for takeout, so I quickly chose it. Standing in line with the girls for an hour was almost torture, but I somehow managed to do it. I have to do it for the case!
これって X サンクスのパンケーキ？
Are these pancakes from Eggs and Thunks?
そうだけど、
That's right.
あそこいつも並んでいるからなかなか手に入らないのに。
There's always a line there, so it's nearly impossible to get them.
Her eyes were sparkling like a little girl's, all according to Keikaku. It wasn't an expression I was used to seeing from her.
私にくれるの？本当に？
You're giving these to me? Really?
いつも迷惑かけてるし。
I love how he's saying this. I bet he's doing like the dramatic glasses looking to the side pose. Like with, I can see in my mind the rose petals or wind or sparkles, whatever, like flying by beside him, like dramatically as he's saying this.
Yes, I always cause you a lot of trouble.
タクルがこういうプレゼントをくれるなんて珍しいね。
It's so rare for you to give me any kind of present like this, Takuru.
ありがとう。すごく嬉しい。
Thank you. This makes me really happy.
Oh, yes. After seeing how happy she was, I couldn't tell her that I was trying to bribe her.
あれおかしいな。
Are you imagining that you put eye drops in the candy or something? Huh? That's strange.
え、なんで？
Huh? Why? Why is she crying?
ごめんね。こんな幸せあるんだなって思って。
I'm so sorry. I just didn't realize it was possible for me to feel so happy.
変だよね。こんなことで泣いちゃうなんて。
It's weird for me to cry so much, isn't it?
でも本当に嬉しかったの。ありがとうね、タクル。
But this really made me happy. Thank you, Takuru.
よかったら半分こしない？いいでしょ？
Do you want to split this? That's fine, right?
Simulation over. I was satisfied with the results of my simulation. This might just work.
よし、わかった。
Okay, I've got it.
いいのか？
Huh? You're sure? Ito must have been really surprised by my answer, because he badly overreacted.
お前はそんなに勇敢なやつだったか？
I didn't think you were so brave.
やるときはやるんだよ。ただ、サーバーに上げるのは待ってくれ。慎重を期したい。
Ah, Takuru is so cool.
I'm always brave when it counts. Just don't put anything on the server yet. I want to be cautious.
オッケー。
I love her, okay. Okay.
それから、とりあえず今はボードに情報を貼り付けるけれど、まとめ終わったら一旦剥がそう。ことは簡単じゃないんだ。
And for now, we'll put the information on the board, but when it's done, we'll take it off. Things are going to get tricky.
オッケー。
I love it. Okay.
それから、事件のことに関しては、とりあえずクルスに秘密にしよう。それでほとぼりが冷めるまで様子を見つつ、クルスが甘いものでも食べて、機嫌がいい時に切り出すんだ。
See, now that's a really good catchphrase. Like, it's short and sweet and cute. It's unlike fucking Yua from Chaos Head, who had a catchphrase, or rather verbal tick or whatever, I don't know what to call it, was like literally like repeating the same information 5 times in a row.
And for now, let's not tell Kurusu about the case. We can keep an eye on things until they calm down, and then bring it up when she's in a good mood after eating something sweet.
オッケー。
Okay.
じゃねえだろ。ただのヘタレじゃねえか。
Aren't you just being a pussy? What?
ヘタレじゃない。最も成功率の高い方法を弾き出したらこうなるんだ。それをヘタレと呼ぶのはヘタレの定義として。
God, Takuru. Okay, Takuru is so fucking adorable. He is just a sweetie cutie heart pie. Oh man.
I am not being a pussy. I am choosing the method most likely to succeed. If you call that being a pussy, then the definition... then the definition of pussy...
はいはい、わかったわかった。ほら、この絵。地図貼るからそっち持て。
Oh my god.
Yeah, I get it. On the way, I'm gonna put up the map. Hold that end.
オッケー。
Okay.
Ito and Serika took out the big map we used for the board. Ha
説得を考えたら、これが一番確実なんだ。
This is the best way to persuade her. He didn't get it at all. There was no way I could persuade Kurusu if I tried to go after her head on. Only a fool does that.
というか、宮代。マジな話だけどさ。
Wait, Miyashiro. Let me be serious for a second here. He had a very serious tone in his voice as he hung up the top of the map.
Oh, Olga, I think it's nice, but if you don't want to, that's fine. Oh my god.
Huh? I'd been serious the whole time.
Seriously. Oh my god, I love Taku so much.
その、大丈夫なのか？事件を。
I'm rooting for you, Serika.
Is it okay to keep pursuing the case?
Yeah, this is pretty
だ
dangerous.
からいずれ説得する。下手れじゃないぞ。慎重なんだぞ。
I don't think that's what he's talking about, Taku.
I told you I'll persuade her eventually. I'm not being a pussy. I'm just being cautious.
じゃなくて
Yeah, that's not what he's talking
Am I-
about.
よっぽどのもん見たんだろう。そのラブホテルで。
That's not what I'm talking about. You saw something really bad, right? In the love hotel. Serika froze midway through the process of taping down the bottom of the map. So that was it? I hadn't told Ito anything about the Love Hotel.
Did Serika tell him, I guess?
I hadn't told him about what I'd seen or experienced there. I tried my best to give him a cheerful smile.
大丈夫だよ。問題ない。こんな大きなネタほっとけないだろ。
It's fine. Stiff upper lip. No problem. This is way too big a scoop not to chase. Right? Ito didn't answer. He just stared at me as if trying to figure me out. And then he relaxed and laughed a little.
まあ電話の時点でそうじゃないかとは思ってたけどな。
Well, I figured as much when we talked on the phone. He was probably talking about the call I'd made yesterday. After I'd made my discovery, I called Ito and asked him to find all the information he could about the Love Hotel case. It had already been 3 days since it had happened.
I hope that's what he's talking about. Unless someone is impersonating him. Or, I don't think they'd repeat it, that he's like not the real Takuru and he's a delusion of the real Takuru. Like, I don't think they're gonna repeat that plot point.
It had already been 3 days since it had happened. I hadn't really been following it at all, so I'd asked Ito to put together what he could find.
はいいいよ。
Okay, all set.
Serika finished pinning the map to the board. Okay, let's get started. It was a brand new map of Shibuya. We'd have to put it up from scratch again, but now that I looked at it, maybe that wasn't such a bad thing.
Oh, hey, look, there's Serika and Kurusu. Is that a drawing of Kurusu? Oh no, it's I think it's like a no, it's just an advertisement for the festival.
I'd made a huge discovery which could impact the whole case. It was a good idea to start over from the beginning. It's a very good place to start.
まず6年前の事件と日付の関連性があるという前提で進めよう。
First, we'll assume there's a connection between the dates when these incidents are happening and the incidents from 6 years ago.
つまり今まで起きた3つの事件を一連のこととして考える。目的や犯人がいるとしたら、その正体はともかくとしてな。
In other words, we'll consider all 3 cases so far as part of a set. This is regardless of whether someone's behind all this or what they might be after.
ああ、3つ続いた以上はそうだろう。そうじゃなかったらまたその時考えればいい。
Yeah, that makes sense now that there have been 3 incidents. If we find out we're wrong, we can reconsider things then. Precisely.
Oh my god! Is there gonna be like some interactivity here?
場所から行くか。1件目の事件。 通称こっちみんなは陣南で起こったから。
All right. Let's start with the locations. The first case, don't look, took place in Jinan. Ha!
で、その遺体の画像が。
So,
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's like, oh, we are doing some Ace Attorney shit here. Wow. I feel bad if you haven't played the previous game and recognized some of these CGs.
so here's the picture of the body. Ha!
で、その概要が。
And here's the summary of the case.
ちなみに同じ日付の6年前の事件は、
You can get a bad ending if you mess up here. Wow. That's insane.
By the way, the incident that occurred 6 years ago on the same date was, the group dive.
で、その概要が。
And here's the summary of that case. Haha!
1件目はこんなもんだな。じゃあ2件目に行こう。通称音漏れ炭は深センで起こったから。
That's it for the first case. Let's move on to the second. Audio bleed happened in Shinsen, so
I'm sure glad that they're not asking us to pinpoint these locations. I'm really glad about that.
で、その遺体の画像が。
here's the picture of the body.
Oh god, I'd be totally fucked if they're gonna ask us to pinpoint locations.
で、その概要が。
And here's the summary of the case.
ちなみに同じ日付の6年前の事件は妊娠男だから。
By the way, the incident that occurred 6 years ago on the same date was, man-child.
I'm pretty sure it's this one.
で、その概要が。
Here's the summary of the case.
よし、じゃあ最後にラブホの事件だ。場所は道玄坂のラブホ街だから。
Okay, finally the one that took place in the Love Hotel. That happened in the Love Hotel area in Dogenzaka, so...
Uh-oh.
で、概要だけど。
So, about the summary, I looked at Ito and I could see he was nervous. He was worried, but at the same time a little excited.
どうした？大丈夫か？
Huh? What's wrong? You okay?
いや、そうだな。まずは伊藤がまとめてきたのを見せてくれるか。世間ではどういう認識になっているのかを知りたい。発表されていた名前は見たけど。
Yes. First, can you show me what you put together? I want to know what the public knows about it. I saw the name they gave it.
わかった。ちょっと待ってな。
Oh, yeah. Just give me a second. Ito got out his own Pokécom and started to fiddle with it. Du-du-du. He linked over to the printer over the network and printed out his files. Wait,
やっぱサーバーにはあげないんじゃんか。
you're not upping them to the server after all, are you?
当たり前だ。殴られるのは嫌だ。
Of course not. I don't want to get punched.
だから怖がりすぎだってば。
He told you you're way too scared of her.
I skimmed the printout that Ito made for me. After all the cases we've researched together, he knew how to summarize information into a single page like a pro. Ito read from his own printout.
名前が発表されたのは昨日の夜だ。死んだのは柿田博則22歳。渋谷在住で更新でアルバイトしていたらしい。
The name was announced last night. The victim was Kakita Hironori, a 22-year-old resident of Shibuya. He had a part-time job at SafeWorks.
更新
SafeWorks?
なんで知らないんだ？景気のいいベンチャー企業だよ。
How can you not know about them? They're a huge, successful venture capital firm. Surely every high schooler knows the name of all successful venture capital firms. They had been making a lot of money lately off of the Shibuya reconstruction.
渋谷ニュースの情報通り、20代の男性だ。
Just like Shibuya News said, he was a male in his 20s.
さすが。そこはチェックしてるか。
Nice. So you checked there? That was about the only thing I could do, Ito said as he nodded.
I still wonder why they do this. Like, they sometimes have lines where they say the character said and there's no voice.
つうか、20代って言及したのは事件のあった日のネトラジ放送だぞ。まだその段階では、どの媒体も男性の変死体が発見されたとしか発表してなかったのに。
Ooh, so she's getting her information directly from the police.
Wait. She said he was in his 20s the night it happened. At that point, the only official announcement was that a man's body had been found.
Imagine if it's Serika.
Jeez, where did she find this stuff?
That'd be insane if it was Serika.
I couldn't agree more. How did Kei-san do her research?
死因は首吊りによる窒息死。地上のもつれからの自殺と断定された。
Cause of death was strangulation due to hanging. They decided it was a suicide after a romantic quarrel.
Eh?
Huh? A suicide? Over a fight with a lover?
自殺と断定されたのか？
It was ruled to be suicide? That's absolute balderdash!
ああ、警察はそう発表した。あと出ている情報といえば、まあ死んだ柿田が優秀だったってことくらいか。出来高のアルバイトで驚くほど稼いでいたらしい。
So he's probably getting extra money from somewhere else.
Yeah, that's what the cops said. The only other information they came out with was that he was pretty good at his job. He made a surprising amount off a commission sales job.
地上のもつれって、その相手は？
So, who'd he get in a fight with?
Huh?
Huh?
あ、いや、地上って言うなら交際していた相手がいたはずだろ。
I mean, if he had a fight with his girlfriend, that means he had a girlfriend, right?
ああ、なるほどな。
Oh, I see. Ito looked through a bunch of files on his Pokécom.
いや、それに関しては何もないな。
No, I don't have anything on that.
目撃者は
What about witnesses?
発見したのはホテルの従業員だけど、それ以外には何も。もちろんお前らのことも出てない。
The hotel staff were the ones that found him, but nothing else was said. Of course, there was nothing about you two either. What was going on? So they hadn't said anything about the other girl at the scene?
タク
Taco.
Serika was staring at me confused. She was probably thinking the same thing. I could understand why there wasn't any information about us. The police had said there wouldn't be, and to be honest, we were just gawkers. There was no real point in telling anyone we were there. But that girl clearly seemed to be involved in the case. If they said he got into a fight with his girlfriend, then it didn't make sense not to report the girl who was there.
Oh, hello, Liz. Welcome to the stream. What Zosh meant is, remember, Chaos had actually started with like a preview of the very final scene.
未成年による配慮
Was it because she was a minor?
I know Japan has laws about that, yeah.
I wasn't sure, but she had looked young. She definitely wasn't older than 19. No, even then, they'd say something. Whenever there was a problem with someone dating underage girls, they never reported the girl's name, but always reported her existence.
どうした？
What's wrong?
説明する
I'll explain. I pinned up the information Ito had given me.
ラブホの事件の遺体の仮装は
Picture of the body from the Love Hotel is... What's this?
ラブホの現場で撮った画像だ
A picture I took at the Love Hotel.
撮ったのか？
Huh? You took pictures? Ito almost jumped on me in shock. I nodded.
正確には録画した映像を切り取ってプリントアウトしたやつだ警察に消される前に尾上が個人のストレージに上げておいてくれた
More specifically, I took a frame from the video I recorded and printed it out. Once uploaded to... Onoe uploaded it to a private storage before the police could delete it.
Hell yeah!
マジかよ。やばいだろこれ。どこにも出てねえぞ。
Seriously? Oh wow, that means nobody had this but us. Ito put his face up to the picture in excitement.
なんだ？座ったまま首を。ワイヤーかこれ。
What? He hung himself sitting down? Is this a wire? He mumbled to himself as he stared at it, trying to memorize every last detail.
なんだよこれ。おい、一体何があったんだ？
What is this? What the hell happened here? As I listened to Ito speak excitedly, I looked towards Serika. I wasn't sure why I was looking at her. Maybe it's because I just thought she looked very nice. But she nodded as if she understood. I nodded back. The police had told us not to tell anyone, but I didn't care. I slowly started to explain what happened to Ito. How we'd made it to the hotel undetected. How the room we'd seen from outside was where we'd found the body. How we'd gone inside and found the police officer lying on the floor. How the body in the photo was sitting on a spinning bed and slowly rotating. How there'd been another girl there and how someone had tried to enter the room. But I didn't tell him how the door had unlocked itself. The police had told me I'd imagined it, and they made me realize I had no proof. Between my curiosity and my fear, I'd been a mess at the time anyway. And since more than anything, without any kind of proof, I wasn't sure it had happened at all. When I finished, Ito's first questions were the same as mine had been.
現場にいた女に部屋に入ろうとしていた誰か。
So there was a girl at the scene, and then someone tried to come into the room.
でもその女はともかく誰かが部屋に入ろうとしていた形跡はなかったんだろう。
The girl was real, but they couldn't find any evidence of someone trying to come in the room, could they? That was right. That was what the police had told me. But
ノックの音が聞こえたんだ。それは映像にも音声として残ってる。
I heard the knocking. And I have the sound on my video.
音だろ。誰かがドアの向こうにいてドアを叩いたという証明じゃない。
Just the sound, right? That doesn't prove that someone was on the other side of the door knocking.
いや、理屈で考えればそうだけど、それに確かにあれは誰かがドアを。
No, I mean, logically, all right. But I'm sure someone was on the other side. Ito cut me off, clearly irritated.
理屈で考えればって一番らしくない言葉だろ。
Yeah, I was
理
thinking
屈の
that.
みで考えなければいけないってのが理屈バカのお前だろ。
Hello, Mirage, welcome to the stream.
Logically, I'm right. You're the one who's always telling me that logic is the only thing that matters, idiot. Well, guess what? I was actually there. Hoisted by my own petard. Don't call me an idiot. I just prefer to cover all my bases.
He's
はっきり
actually
してる
quite
ところから行こう
sensitive.
ぜ。だろ。
Like, not only did he hear it himself there, but he actually caught it on frickin' video. The sound. Like, I think that proves that it definitely wasn't a delusion. Let's start with what we know for sure, right?
Damn it. He could only say that because he hadn't heard it in person.
You say you have it on video.
That strange, eerie sound hung in the depths of your ears I wouldn't let go. If that was true...
Then again, it could have also been part of the music box recording. Who knows?
その通りといえばそうなんだよな。
I guess he's right, yes. I hadn't seen someone trying to enter the room for myself. Maybe he took my silence as an agreement.
で、現場にいた女か。あ、だから交際相手を気にしてたのか。
So about this woman who was there. Oh, that's why you were asking about his girlfriend.
女っていうより女の子かな。
She was more a girl than a woman.
Huh?
女の子。
A girl?
あの子きっとそんなに私と年変わらないよ。それに上ってこともないと思う。同じか 1,2 個下くらいじゃない？
I think she was probably around my age. And I don't think she was older. She was the same age or a year or two younger, maybe?
そうかな。
Maybe. I wasn't sure, but if Serika said so, she was probably right.
how much trust he and faith he has in her.
Serika never had any evidence or proof for her statements, but she was often correct.
でもその女の子のことに触れている情報はなかったんだろう。
But there was nothing about her in the news, was there? I looked back at Ito to check.
ああ、ゴシップ誌から新聞社の正式な発表、まとめウィキまで全部覗いたけど、こんな
Interesting.
情報はなかった。
So Kei-san didn't get that bit of information.
Yeah, I checked everything from gossip magazines to the official newspaper announcements. I even took a look at the aggregator wiki. But there was nothing like that. I see.
だとすればやっぱりこっちから追うしかないか。
Which means we'll have to look for her ourselves, I guess. I flipped through the remaining papers.
別の手がかりがあるのか？
Any other clues?
Yes.
映像を見返して気づいたことがあるんだ。ちゃんとした理屈だ。なんせちゃんとした証拠があるからな。
There was something I noticed when I was going back through the footage.
Serika's the one who noticed it.
This one's nice and logical. I got real proof after all.
小さい男だな。
You're a petty little man, aren't you? Ha! Say what you like. It was finally time to tell Ito what I'd found.
昨日つけた綺麗に写ってる例のシールの画像は。
Where's that image I made yesterday that had a nice picture of the sticker?
There we go.
これなんだかわかるか？
Do you know what this is? Ito looked at the picture for a moment, uncertain.
見覚えあるな。なんだっけな。
I've seen that before. Where was it? He used his Pokécom to run a search.
そう。力士シールだろ。
Yeah, that's a sumo wrestler sticker, right?
そう呼ばれてる。何の目的で貼られてるかわからない謎のシール。
Yes, that's what they call it, or sumo sticker for short. No one knows who's putting them up or why.
期限は諸説あるけど、ネットで騒がれ出したのは2007年頃。
Oh, interesting. So this started way back in the original. Like when the first Chaos Head was happening.
There are a lot of theories about where they came from, but the first time they really showed up was on the net was in 2007. At one point they were famous enough that the TV stations were reporting on them, but after the 2009 Shibuya earthquake, everyone stopped talking about them. The city where the stickers were going up had been destroyed. People had bigger things to talk about. But starting sometime later, they started to appear in Shibuya again.
目的はいろいろ噂されてる。単なるいたずら説はもちろんだけど、タギング説とか宗教による結界説だとか。
There are a lot of different rumors about what they are. Of course, some people say they're just a prank. Others say there's some kind of tagging or a spiritual barrier of some sort.
変わったとこだと、本当に力士の人が自分の顔を貼っている説ってのもある。
One of the stranger ones is the theory that there's actually a sumo wrestler putting up stickers of his own face.
They are. I bet it's like a whose eyes are those eyes thing. Like, what if someone's delusion driver is to be able to see through those stickers?
でもこれは違うと僕は思っていて。
But I don't think that's right.
そもそも力士シールなんて呼ばれてはいるけれど、それは単に太っている顔だからっていうだけの理由で誰かがそう言い出したことで、力士をモデルにしたなんてことは確たる証拠として。
That's true. We have no idea exactly who they're modeled after.
They call these things sumo wrestler stickers, but that's just because the man in them has a fat face. There's no actual proof they're modeled after a sumo wrestler.
ちょっとストップ。
Hold it for a second. Ito cut me off just as I was getting started. Come on, man, it was just about to get good.
いや、それが何だっつんだ？そのシールと事件と何か関係あんのか？
Who cares? These stickers have anything to do with the case? Oh, ye of little faith. There's not supposed to be faith involved in an investigation. It's a turn of phrase.
わからない。
I don't know. Huh?
まだわからないんだ。でもな、
I still don't know. But
こっちみんなの現場付近にあった力士シールは
the sticker placed near the scene of Don't Look was...
This one. It was the one on the white. Yeah.
これ、この前お前に見せた画像を拡大したやつ。こっちみんなの現場を撮りに、僕が言ったカラオケボックスの外壁部分。
This is a blown-up version of the picture I showed you from the Don't Look case. It's the wall outside the karaoke place I went to.
力士シールか？
Is that a sumo sticker?
多少ぼやけてるけど、間違いない。
Yes, it's a little blurry, but I'm sure of it.
おい、まさか。
Wait, you're not telling me.
ああ、ラブホの現場にもあったんだよ。やっぱり現場が見える位置に。
Yes, there was one near the Love Hotel too. Placed at a spot where I could see the crime scene.
Yeah, someone's delusion is probably to be able to see through the...
Then what about audio bleed?
いや、それもまだわからない。昨日調べたんだけど、少なくとも今まで撮った現場周りの画像には映ってなかった。でも、
No, I don't know about that yet. I looked yesterday and couldn't find anything at the scene of the incident. But
2つ続いた偶然にかけてみるのはありだって今回証明されただろ。
we just learned that if something happens twice, it's worth betting on. Right? Ito fell silent as if he was thinking about something. Oh, I was hoping he'd be a little more surprised. But I guess that's the best I could expect. Or maybe there was just too much new information coming out in at once for him to keep up.
ちなみに、ラブホテルの事件と同じ日付の6年前の事件は貼り付けだから。
By the way, the incident that occurred 6 years ago on the same date was, crucifixion, so...
で、その概要が。
And here's the summary of the case.
「今のところ日付はともかく、事件の内容に関しては6年前とそこまでリンクしてないように思える。
All seems to be like around the perimeter of the area.
For now, the dates match, but the actual cases don't seem to have much in common with the ones from 6 years ago.
集団ダイブと同じ日付のこっちみんなは、被害者は一人だし、それにまだ自殺と決まっているわけではないし。
Don't Look happened on the same day as the group dive, but there was only one victim, and we don't know for sure that it was a suicide.
妊娠男と同じ日付のオトモレタンは、腹部に異物を埋め込んだっていう点は一緒だけど、そもそも被害者は女性だ。
Man-child happened on the same day as audio bleed, but while both of them involved something stuffed into the stomach, the victim in the latter was a girl.
貼り付けとラブホの事件は目立った共通点は見つからない。
I don't know. They both involved people being strung up in some way, I think. I don't see anything in common between crucifixion and the Love Hotel incident. They both involved, I think they both kind of, maybe, that's kind of a stretch.
だから他に事件を追う線がない以上、歴史シールからもう一度事件を探ってみるのもありだと思う。
So, since we can't find any other way to proceed with the case, I think we should try seeing where the sumo stickers take us. But maybe I was overthinking this, but there was no telling what else would be related to the case. Just in case I decide to put up the data on the other new-gen incidents from 6 years ago. Vampire, October 10th. Oh, Numbskull is all the way over there. That's where the hospital is, eh? October 23rd, Numbskull. October 28th, Finger Food. And the last one, November 4th, DQN Puzzle. Yes, that should do it. I looked at the board and nodded in satisfaction.
現状の情報の整理はこんなものか。
That's about all we know for now.
コーヒー飲む人。
Who wants coffee?
As I finished going over the information, Serika got some cups ready. Oh no.
Kazuki, she must really love coffee.
Kazuki had been ignoring the conversation until now suddenly stood up. She grabbed the cups from Serika with a speed you never believed she possessed.
いいよ花ちゃん。いつもお茶組やってくれてるでしょ。
Hi, sweet Hana-chan. You always make us stuff to drink, right?
Kazuki shook her head rapidly from left to right and then motioned for Serika to sit down. Good work.
おのえ、大丈夫だって。せっかく用意してくれるんだから。
Oh no, hey, it's fine. She's been being nice enough to make it for us. I practically forced Serika to sit down in her chair.
でも。
But...
Oh, she's a terrible chef. Oh. No, there was no way I was letting Serika do any kind of cooking. How bad was she? She was so bad I couldn't even let her make coffee. She was so bad that she once asked me what kind of dish soap I used to wash the vegetables.
Oh, God.
I breathed a sigh of relief as she reluctantly sat down. Poor Kazuki. Even Kazuki was relieved enough that you could actually tell what she was feeling for once. She started to make the coffee. I turned around to see if Ito needed any. He was still thinking. He must have been thinking hard. He didn't even seem to notice that Serika was making coffee, which normally would have been a cause for panic. I decided for now to put the coffee that Kazuki had made in front of him. He seemed to understand the situation and stretched out his hand.
なあ、そのホテルの現場で録画した映像ってまだ残ってるんだろ？
Hey, you've still got that footage of the hotel room, right?
まあな。僕のポケコンとスマホに入ってる。それ以外は危ないから削除したけど。
Yes, it's on my Pokécom and smartphone. I deleted all the other copies for safety reasons. Ito glared at my Pokécom for a moment and then turned toward me.
見せてくれ。
Let me see it. I wasn't sure what to do. He must have been able to sense my uncertainty.
警察から口止めされてるのか？
Did the cops tell you not to tell anyone what happened?
いや、でも気にしてるのはそこじゃない。だいたいお前にはもう何があったか喋ってるし。そうじゃなくて。
Yes, but no, that's not the issue. I've already told you what happened, for one thing. It's more like,
なんていうか、これを見ちゃうと。
I don't know. If you see this... In a TV show or a movie, this is what the hero would say. There's no going back. Undergoing a shocking event changes the way you feel about the rest of your life. When you learn a hidden secret, it changes you. Just like when I learned about my parents.
What? Wait, what? What about his parents? I know they died. Is that...
It's a go. Let me see it.
Did we learn and I forgot? Oh, crap.
Ito saw that I was hesitating and cut me off.
お前らは直接見てきたもんなんだろう。俺も見ておきたい。
You saw it in person, right? I want to see it too. It didn't seem like he was going to change his mind.
わかった。
Okay.
じゃあ PC モニターで見ようよ。大きい方が見やすいでしょ？
Oh, that's probably why. Thank you, Liz. Oh. Alright, let's look at it on the computer monitor. It'll be easier to see on a bigger screen, right?
Serika, the only person who didn't seem to understand the gravity of the situation, spoke up. Oh, maybe she just didn't think it was important.
しんちゃんは部員だよ。見ないと。
Shin-chan's a club member, right? He has to see it.
だな。
Yeah. Ito smiled as if he'd relaxed a little. He brought his hands up to his cheeks and gave them a slap to psych himself up.
よし。じゃあ一時的にデスクトップにコピーしよう。今ブラウザ閉じて。
Okay, we can copy it to the desktop for now. Shut down this browser.
He was, Zash. I know he was orphaned. I do know that they died. Was their death what he's referring to? Like the shocking thing? Or was it something else he found out about them? That's what I'm trying to think. Was he referring to their death? Or was he referring to something else that he found out about them?
Okay, we can copy it to the desktop for now. I'll shut down this browser. And then he froze.
あ、
Huh?
おい、
Huh?
やばい。おい、見ろこれ。
Shit. Look at this! Ito pointed to the monitor, his voice shaking. Serika and I hurried behind him to see what he was looking at. And gulped.
Oh shit, did the video get changed? What is this video?
わかんねえ。今いきなりまとめウィキに貼られた。
I don't know. Just showed up on the aggregator wiki. The curtains opened and the man appeared.
Someone was filming from the outside. Oh my god. So they could see what was happening at the same time. Someone was out there in the exact spot where the sumo thing was. Oh wow.
Oh, this background, this is the school computer background someone was looking at. Oh, this is the school computer. And look at this, iTunes. Hey, they got, oh, iTunes, excuse me. Internet escape, I love that, that's funny. Oh, man. Windows Desktop has changed relatively little since 2016. There was no mistaking it. It was that room in the Love Hotel. The man must have been Kakita. I couldn't see her face. Was that the girl? Oh, so this is Hinai's footage. It had to be. Her clothes matched for what I remembered.
Oi. Oi!
Hey, what the hell? Oh, it's animated. The bed spun around on the wire dug into Kakita's neck. There was no sound in the video, but I could hear the sound of the wire and the music box in my mind. Kakita's face took on a color very similar to what I'd seen in person. And the footage ended.
おい。なんだよこれ。マジかよ。
Hey, what the hell is this? Are you kidding me?
Oi, Miyashiro!
Hey, Miyashiro! I almost jumped off the ground.
あ、ごめん。
Oh, sorry.
なんだこれ。お前が撮ったのか。
How could he have? There's no way he could get that angle. They kept making a note of how Serika sounded far away. Would that have any way of being Serika? Going out and filming from that side? Like she had jumped out and filmed from there for some reason? Why would she do that, though? I hope I'm wrong. I don't think that's it.
What the hell is this? Did you make this video?
It was probably Hinai doing that.
Hito yelled at me hysterically. I quickly shook my head.
そんなわけないだろ。僕は部屋の中にいたんだ。
Of course not! I was inside the room!
じゃあなんだよこれ。
Then what the hell is it?
知らないって。僕にわかるわけ。
What the hell? What's going on? I don't know. How would I?
Hello, Kenneth. Welcome to the stream.
Serika's hand suddenly reached out for us.
なんだよ。
Hey, what are you doing?
ストップ。落ち着こう。タク、しんちゃん。喧嘩はダメだよ。
Stop! Calm down, Taku, Shinchan. No fighting.
She grabbed us both by the cheek and pinched hard. Ow, 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 ow.
痛いって。
That really hurts.
落ち着いた？もう怒鳴らない？喧嘩しない？
Did you calm down? No more yelling. No more fighting. Oh.
This really hurts. Please stop.
Serika taking charge.
Ito and I nodded and Serika let go.
何すんだ
What was that for?
だって二人とも怒鳴るんだもん。
Because you two were yelling.
だからってお前な。
But you can't just... Ito rubbed his cheek and gave Serika an angry glare. She must have grabbed him really hard because I could see a red mark forming on his face in the shape of a hand. Do I have one of those too?
喧嘩はダメ。今にも殴りかかりそうだったよ。
No fighting. You two look like you were about to start hitting each other, you know?
Serika repeated. She didn't seem to think she'd done anything wrong at all. No, maybe she hadn't. Kazuki gave Serika a thumbs up.
Yup.
Serika gave herself a satisfied thumbs up in return. I don't get it.
あれだな。将来友達を叩いちゃいけませんって言いながら自分の子供を叩くタイプだな。
You know, you're gonna be the kind of mom who says hitting is wrong as she beats up her kid. Ito's words impressed me. It was one of the most accurate predictions I'd heard in years. Serika frowned and said she'd never do that.
Again, like, there's a lot of times when, like, they're describing the dialogue in third person randomly, and I don't know why. It's an odd choice. Ah, Serika, that's good.
で、なんだろうね、これ。
So anyway, what is this?
She pointed to the monitor. She didn't seem too bothered by it. She must have been used to seeing gory videos because she looked pretty calm. I rubbed my cheek as I looked at it again.
外から撮影したものだよな。
This is being filmed from the outside, right?
It's possible, Saya. That is just not. This is just some. Oh yeah, it is what? Huh? Wait, what happened?
This is being filmed from the outside, right?
あの現場に間違いないのか？
What, Kenneth? I'm sorry, I didn't get the.
Are you sure it's the same room you were in?
Oh, Kenneth, you're behind. I see.
I nodded, a little uncertain.
多分遺体の状況もあのままだったと思う。
I'm pretty sure that the body was like that too.
くそ。なんなんだ？
Damn. What is this?
ねえ、保存しておいた方がよくない？
Hey, shouldn't we save that file?
ああ、そうだな。こんなもんいつ消されるかわかんねえ。
Yeah, you're right. There is no telling when it'll be deleted.
Make sure you save it in MKV format because, oh, it'll be a bitch to play it on anything otherwise.
I was gonna save in real player, thanks.
How could you mention that word?
That was enough to bring Ito back to his senses. He saved the file to the PC with a slightly more unsteady hand than usual. Kazuki was still playing a game, but the rest of us stared at the download bar as it filled up little by little. And when it finished and the file was saved...
単にいたずらとかじゃないよね。
This wasn't just somebody playing a prank, right?
Serika knew better than anyone else that there was no such thing, but she asked anyway. I nodded firmly.
なあ、これを撮った人間はいや、誰が貼り付けた
Hey, who took this? Oh, wait, who posted it? Ito frowned.
ハッカーじゃないからな。俺ら素人レベルでわかるとしても IP アドレスくらいだろ。個人の特定まで行き着くのは無理だよ。
I'm no super hacker. All we amateurs could figure out is at best is the IP address, right? There's no way we could use that to track them down.
だよな。
You're right, I suppose. Sometimes the media would say the police use an IP address to track down a criminal's address, but strictly speaking that wasn't quite right. Under some special circumstances, like a customer paying for a static address, it was possible, but most of the time you couldn't track down an individual PC from an IP address. And even if you could, the most you could track down was a PC, not a person. Several years ago, this had led to a very famous false arrest case.
I knew, right, Saya?
What the hell were we supposed to do now? I scratched my head, confused.
おい、ついでた見ちゃおうぜ。
Hey, while we're at it, let's look at the other one. Huh?
お前がラブホテルで撮った動画だよ。さっきの映像を見ちゃった後だ。もっとどうにでもなれだ。
The video you took at the Love Hotel. I already saw the last one. I don't think anything could bother me now. Ito sounded like he was having a hard time believing what he'd seen was real. He'd already copied the file off the Pokécom and gone to open it. He probably was just overwhelmed. I knew that was how I'd been.
間近で撮ってるから相当だぞ。
I took it up close, so it's pretty brutal. I gave him a warning and he responded with a firm nod. He clicked on the file.
しんちゃん、本当に？
Shin-chan, are you sure?
ああ、多分な。文化系だったような。
Yeah, probably. I think she was a humanities student.
Oh, so he recognized her.
Ito was moving at a quick pace. His expression was serious, but he was having trouble hiding his excitement.
そんなことあるのか？
Is that really possible?
んだよ、マジだって。
Come on, it's true, man. We were following Ito down the hallway quickly. After seeing the video of the room at the Love Hotel, he'd said,
こいつ知ってるぞ。
I know this girl! He'd said that he knew the girl had been in the room with us. That couldn't be true. Serika and I had insisted he was mistaken, but Ito wouldn't listen.
部会で見かけた気がするんだよ。
I saw her at a club leaders meeting, I think.
Nice, Hello Mirage. I didn't even know that game was out yet. I thought like it was just a Kickstarter for now. Eiyuden Chronicles. Oh, that's not the Suikoden thing. Okay. Oh, Rising is a Metroidvania prequel. Oh, wow, different genre. Huh.
Even if he was right. The club leaders meeting was where all the leaders of school clubs and teams got together. If she was there, did that mean she was a leader in some club? I asked Ito, but he just smirked a little.
わかんねえぞ。うちみたいに部長が大勢の人の前で喋るのが苦手で、副部長が部会の議長だから。
We don't know that. Our president at the newspaper club is terrible at talking to groups of people. And our vice president was in charge of the meeting itself.
ただの部員である俺が出ているところもあるんだからな。
So I had to go even though I'm just an ordinary member. Maybe there's someplace else like that.
苦手じゃない。ただ、なんていうか。
I'm not terrible at it. I just, well, I didn't like it. It made me nervous. Being in front of all those people, I mean. And everybody knows that those meetings never actually lead to anything productive.
Well, you just did a great speech in front of your three friends here. You know, about the whole crime scene investigation.
If you made a movie out of one of them, no one would go see it.
なんていうか、なんだよ。
You just what?
いいだろ別に。というかどこに行くつもりなんだよ。
Forget it. And anyway, where are you going?
ここだ。
Here. Ito suddenly stopped.
Absolutely, Seiya. He definitely is.
It was the student council room on the 6th floor of the annex building.
なんで？
Why?
部活紹介とかの書類が写真付きで置いてあるんだよ。校内中探すよりいいだろ。
They got pictures of all the club members here. It'll be faster than searching the whole school, don't you think? Wait a second. I pulled Ito away from the door.
バカ。もしクルスがいたらどうするんだよ。
You idiot! What if Caruso was in there? Ito gave a little moan.
それはお前がなんとかごまかせよ。
If that happens, you just try and fool her somehow.
Are we gonna have a delusion about this?
If I was even remotely capable of that, we wouldn't need.
入ります。
Excuse me!
Oh, no! Onaway ignored us completely and Wall just walked right into the room. Damn, now what? We just have to pray that she's not here.
Oh my god! Well, you didn't even need to find a picture.
Huh? Our eyes met and I suddenly forgot how to breathe. Why?
Now you can ask her what the fuck happened.
It was that girl.
We've only gone 2 hours 10 minutes. That's fine. Let's keep going.
What was she doing here?
Takuru? あなたたちも
Oh, she's
どう
here
した
as
の
well.
全員で
So she is here after all. Takuru? What brings you three here? Huh?
いや
Oh no. The woman, no, the girl, stared at us suspiciously.
Oh, godless. I'm sorry. Oh, God. That jump scare. It's not too long, Olga. Remember, I started early.
And then, for the first time, she realized that I couldn't take my eyes off her.
何ほうけてるのあなたたち
What's wrong with you three?
Oh, the words wouldn't come out. What do I even say? Why is she here? Why is she acting so normal?
はじめまして私クルスノノの妹です
Oh, God. What voice should I give her? And I'm okay, Olga. Don't worry. I started early. I'll probably end after this scene is done. Oh, God. Let's see. Yo! Hello. I'm Caruso Nono's younger sister. No, how about, I'm Caruso Nono's younger sister. Hello? The girl suddenly smiled and bowed. Oh.
妹
Sister!
嘘だクルスに妹がいるなんて話聞いたことが
You're lying. Caruso never told me anything about having a little sister.
渋谷地震の時に生き別れになっていたの私自身妹はもう死んじゃったんだって諦めていたんだけど
We were separated during the Shibuya earthquake. I thought she was dead and had just given up hope.
まさかこうして再会できるなんて本当に奇跡ってあるのね
I can't believe we've been reunited. Miracles really do happen, don't they?
There were tears in Caruso's eyes. Then this girl really was her little sister. I was still having trouble believing it as the girl walked right up to me.
あなたが宮代拓さんですか
Are you Miyashiro Takuru-san?
そうだけど
Huh? Yes. That's right. How does she know my name? It couldn't possibly be because there's a delusion.
じゃあ私にとってはお兄ちゃんですね
Then you're my big brother, aren't you? Huh.
なんだと
What? Did you say?
そうなの
Is that right?
だってタクルさんはお姉ちゃんにとって弟同然なんでしょ
Well, Takuru-san's basically my big sister's little brother, right?
What the hell? That doesn't make any sense at all. I looked at Caruso for help.
タクル仲良くしてあげて
Takuru? Be nice to her.
よろしくお願いしますお兄ちゃん
I can't wait to learn all about you, big bro.
And all of a sudden I had a little sister. Things around here were about to get a lot more complicated. Oh, ho, 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 ho. In this wild and wacky harem anime known as Chaos Child. No way, not a chance in hell. There was no way this girl was Caruso's little sister. Not that I had any idea what she was doing here.
のんちゃん知り合いなの
Nanchan, do you know her?
Serika motioned toward the girl.
ええ後輩2年生で文芸部部長の有村ひなえさん
Finally, we say her name. Huh? Yes, this is Arimura Hinai-san. She's a second year who leads the literature club.
どうもです
Oh, hello! I think I'll give her the southern accent, I think.
The girl bowed to us.
クルス先輩のお友達ですか
Are they friends of yours, Kurusu-senpai?
ええそっちが新聞部部員で3年の伊藤真二君同じく部員で2年の尾上セリカ
Yes, that's Ito Shinji-kun and Onoe Serika. He's a third year and she's a second year. They're both in the newspaper club.
でそれが部長で3年の宮代拓身の程を知らない私の愚弟
And that's Miyashiro Takuru, the club president. He's also my little brother, and the boy who doesn't know his place. Did Monica escape the literature club? Hilarious.
Caruso's eyes narrowed as she glared at me.
弟さんですかでも名字が
He's your brother? But your last names?
養護施設のね
We're from an orphanage, you see.
へえ血がつながってない兄弟なんかいやらしいですね
Oh God, don't even start with this, Hinai. Huh? So your siblings not actually related, huh? Sounds kind of naughty, doesn't it?
小説とかと一緒にしないでちょうだい
Please don't act like this is some kind of light novel. But still, don't it seem kind of naughty? She asked
with a wink. What? Why? What are you doing here? I wiped my sweaty hands on my pants and tried to ignore my pounding heart.
何してるんですか
What are you doing?
いやその
Damn it. Get the words out.
タクル
Takuru?
Serika seemed to understand what I was trying to say and finished my sentence for me.
有村さんは何しにここに来たんですか
What are you doing here, Arimura-san?
クルス先輩に文化祭のことで話があったんだよてか同学年なんだから敬語いらないよ
Huh? I was talking to Kurusu-senpai about the culture festival.
うん
Oh, okay.
まあいっかじゃあ私はこれでクルス先輩すいませんでした
Well, whatever. I'll be going, I guess. Sorry, Kurusu-senpai.
Kurusu waved a hand and told her not to worry.
事情があるなら仕方ないでしょう。文芸部は文化祭に参加できないと話は通しておくから。でも
Well, if you can't do it, then you can't. I'll tell the teachers that the literature club won't be participating in the culture festival. But... Yeah, she's wearing different ribbons than at the crime scene, for sure. Yes?
どうしても事情は言えないのね。
Are you absolutely sure you can't tell me what's going on?
痛いけな乙女の秘密ということで何卒
We girls have our secrets, you know?
了解。でも来年はフォローできないからね。
Oh, all right. But I won't be able to help you next year. Okay?
はい、ありがとうございました。
Right. Bye-bye.
The girl put her bag on her shoulder and bowed to us, then went to leave. Wait. I still haven't asked you about the things I need to. Her name. It was... Arimura-san? My voice was loud enough that it made her jump a little.
びっくりした。元気ですね。
That scared me. Y'all got a lot of energy.
Oh, sorry.
いえ、別にいいんですけど。何です？
No, it's fine. What is it?
大声すいませんでした。いや、じゃなくて、ですね。その。
I'm sorry I was so loud. I mean, no, listen, My face was turning red from nervousness. Damn it. Serika, help! This is always what happens when I talk to someone for the first time.
Oh, that's relatable. He's so sweet.
What should I ask?
Oh my god. Okay, there's a... You know what?
そのホテルで
I think this is a good place to end for today. I am loving this game so much. Seriously, you guys. Oh man, I love all these characters. Oh my god. I am having such a blast. And I hate that I'm gonna have to wait until fucking Friday to see them all again. Man. Oh, now I have a hiccup. Oh, that's it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming to watch the stream today. Until next time, I will say so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.